Good morning, Alexa. Um, Sorry that I'm like making this at an awkward angle. I was lying down and I didn't feel like sitting up. Um, Also sorry it's taken me a while to make a video. I kind of have an excuse and kind of not. It's kind of been like it's been busy. It was busy when I went home. No, it's been busy actually now that I think about it. Anyway, um, so commenting on your last three videos, your most past one, the one you did longest ago. I don't know. I can't use words and it's late. I did go back and look at my eye roll. It was alright. I think I've done better. Um, about physics, I don't know. I still don't know if I'll do an honors thesis. Like it's a possibility, but I'm not entirely sure I will just because it's a lot of extra classes you have to take and they're not classes I particularly want to take. Like they're not subjects that I find interesting within the realm of physics, although I could change my mind. I'm not sure. If I do a senior recital, you will so get an invitation, and I will try and find a time that is good for you to actually come see it because you'll be in New Mexico. I still want to call you. I guess I might as well just say it. John and I broke up. I don't know if I told you or mentioned anything. I think I didn't tell you because I wanted to call you, but I might have realized after like a week of that not happening that I can't remember honestly. But we did. Long story short, I just didn't want a relationship and like I wasn't happy and it was not good. I don't know how he's doing. I haven't talked to him since. This was like almost 4 weeks ago. I'm sorry I'm the worst and I didn't tell you. Um, I'm gonna try and call you at some point, but we will see each other in 15 days because you get back the 20th. Well, maybe 16 days if there's like a layover thing. Um, Thanksgiving, I did get to go home. I'm sorry you didn't get to go home, but it sounds like you had fun. I feel like if I just had a few friends and we had like the campus to ourselves, I would have so much fun. Sorry if there's ambient noise out in the hallway. My girls are loud sometimes. Um, but yeah, it sounds like you had a good time and you like had an actual Thanksgiving dinner with your director and her family, which was really cool. That sounds sweet. Um, Sounds like you're making a lot of friends. There were a lot of names mentioned in the last few videos, which is really exciting. Also, yeah, I do get back on the 19th, and that's my grandmother's birthday, but you don't get back till the 20th, so it doesn't even matter. But it is my grandmother's birthday, in case you were wondering. Um, so we'll figure out when we can see each other, and it'll be great and beautiful. I'm sorry you were feeling so sick. That's really sad, and I wish I could have been there to help you. But it sounds like you were pretty well taken care of with the saltines being dumped on your bed and the cloves and the I think what you held up the bottle in place like that you were drinking in place of ginger ale was San Pellegrino. That's what it looked like in the like flash that I saw it. And it's awkward because I really like San Pellegrino and I like grew up on that and I guess you don't like it, but I suppose I'll forgive you. Maybe we can still be friends. Um the whole James situation, yeah, long distance is hard, especially if like you can't talk to the other person much. Um, I would wait to think super negatively about anything. I don't know if you know what I mean by that. I don't know if I know what I mean by that. I just don't like make a decision for yourself before you talk to him because sometimes like talking to him could not like he would say something to change your mind, but just talking to him would remind you like why you liked him in the first place. Um, but I think I don't know. Everything will work out for the best, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And if there's another person, there's another person. It just don't. As long as you're like gracious and wait a certain amount of time before ending things and then moving on, it's fine. Um, the whole recognition thing, people probably aren't lying to you. Chances are they're telling the truth if they're saying something. And I'm gesturing with my phone because it makes it more emphatical. I don't know. That is weird though, that you don't like praise, or not praise, but like recognition. I don't know. You're just weird. We're all weird, but it's whatever. Happy Hanukkah. I don't know if I said it. I don't think it was Hanukkah in my last video. I don't remember. I would think about it, but it's late. Um so happy Hanukkah. It should still be Hanukkah when you watch this, I'm hoping. If not, I'm sorry. Happy late Hanukkah. I hope everything has been going well other than everything I just went over. It was a long list. Oh, okay. So I'm going to tell you a bit of a funny story and how my day has been. Oh, hold on. And how my day has been like a struggle bus. So basically, this isn't a lot of light. I'm trying. Let me see if I can get more light on my face or something. There we go. Okay. So it's the last week of classes for us. We have our exams in the next 2 weeks. And I was like really stressed because I had like a take-home midterm due at the beginning of this week and a linear algebra problem set. And then today, Thursday, I had a 20-minute presentation and a lab report due. And tomorrow I have a problem set due. So like my last night, what happened was my lab partner and I, like, she was too busy. She had two huge assignments due on Wednesday, so she couldn't start our report until like that evening, till Wednesday evening, the day before our presentation, which was like fine. It wasn't her fault. And I had things to do too. But we started at 11, finished the presentation at 2, which was pretty good, but we still had to write our lab reports. So I'm writing my lab report. I'm doing really well, making a lot of progress, going really fast, and then after I've written half of it, LaTeX, the program I use to write lab reports in, decides that it wants to quit unexpectedly and not save anything I'd written. So I started completely over at 2:20 and like finished the lab. I was in bed by 3:30, probably around then. Which like and I had an 8 a.m. class the next morning, which would have been fine. And I set 2 alarms. I always set 2 alarms. Um, so I set 2 alarms. One alarm went off, and I woke up, and then I double checked to make sure the second alarm was like turned on. Went back to sleep. Woke up at 8:36. I don't know what happened or why I didn't wake up or why my alarm, like, if I didn't hear it or if it didn't go off or what. I don't know. So I woke up at 8:36. This is a class that goes from 8 to 9:30. So I woke up at 8:36, was dressed and in the classroom by 8:45, which is pretty impressive because it's like all the way across campus. I was rather proud of that. But also really embarrassed that I like walked into class halfway through on the last class of this class. Anyway, so then I had to get through like 7.5 hours of classes and like do my 20-minute presentation on lasers, which went okay. Like we did really well until our professor asked us a question at the end and we like didn't understand what he was asking. And so we tried to answer him and then he just kept asking the same question and we just kept trying to answer and it was bad. But other than that, it was fine. I finished my problem set pretty early actually. So I came back to my room and actually had a chance to like re-dye my hair, which I needed to do, and um, and take a shower and call my mom. But this weekend, okay, so this weekend was going to be particularly busy because it's the last week of class, like it's the weekend after the last week of classes, so there are a lot of things going on. We have 2 choir concerts, a choir party. There's another party with a group of friends that I like wanted to go to Friday night, except I have to sit duty Friday night, so I can't go to that party until after 12:30, and I'm not sure if I will. So there's that. Then Sunday is Grand Illumination, which is a thing Williamsburg does in the Christmas season, and they just set off a bunch of fireworks, and it's really fun. And So there's that on Sunday evening, as well as my family's Thanksgiving dinner on Sunday evening. My choir family is like doing a Thanksgiving. We have bigs and littles and families. I don't. I've probably explained this to you. I'm sure I have. But my family is doing a Thanksgiving dinner, and I volunteered to bake a pie for it. And then one of my friends is having like a little tea celebration before grand illumination. And so all this was happening Saturday and Sunday, and I have an exam on Monday and an exam on Tuesday. So I was like freaking out. I was like, I want to go to all these things, but I have so much work to do. And like, even if I don't go to all these things, I'm not going to have time to study for my exam on Monday because I need to know so many facts and so many like pieces of music, and I'm just not going to know them. Well, today in class, in the last class, our teacher gave us the opportunity to keep the grade we have now and not take the final exam, or like take the final exam and try and get our grade up. And since I have an A minus, I opted just not to take it because I'm not going to do well in it. I just don't like if it was a few days later, I would probably do pretty well, but I don't have time to study for it, even without all the social things. But since I'm not taking it, that means that I actually can go to the social things instead of like trying to cram for this exam. So I'm happy about that. This video is 11 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop here. Um, but I hope you're feeling better and that everything goes really well, and I'm super excited to see you soon. By that I mean in your next video, and also when we like see each other physically in person. So anyway, goodbye, Alexa.